Yo, yo, YouTube, what's going on, man? Thank you for checking back in with the channel. Um, Life has been lifing, but we all know how that goes. Um, and because we know how that goes, we're gonna segment right into it, man. So you see the title of the video. Um, I joined the Air Force Reserves, and real big accomplishment. Um, Definitely something that I can say I'm proud of. It is by far the biggest achievement in my life. And if you stumble across this video, it might just be the biggest achievement in yours too. This video today is going to be a reason why you might want to join the reserves. The difference, so to speak, between the reserves and going active, as opposed to, just being strictly active, knowing what the benefits you have in both are, the reasons why it is I decided to join, and kind of just what's been going on with me these last couple years that I haven't been vlogging. So like I said, man, I joined the Air Force Reserve. The reason why I decided to go reserve as opposed to going active or full time is because I actually already have a career, and the career that I have, I actually still do enjoy. This allows me to now kind of dip and dabble in two different careers. Obviously, when you go reserve, you will be serving 1 weekend out the month and 2 weeks out the year. I want to say the 2 weeks are typically in the summer. Everybody who I know who served the 2 weeks typically serve them within the summertime. So, and that's reserves for like your annual trainings and so on. So yeah, I decided to go reserve, like I said, because I have a career that I actually still do enjoy. And I wanted to more so establish a different level of success for myself. I think the narrative of you working for yourself and you being your own boss is always a good thing, but I do also believe that there's different means of success, and it's really subjective, and it really depends upon what it is you define success to be. If you're able to hold down multiple careers, like I'm trying to do now, you are a successful person. So that's kind of what it is I wanted to do, what it is I wanted to get out within being the reserves. So yeah, man. This is actually going to be the start of a series because I actually start UTAs next month, in January on the 11th and the 12th. So I'll kind of just give a vlog update once a month in regards to what it is I'm doing UTA wise, what are UTAs, and just that whole process, because I'm actually getting my process started, or my career started. So yeah, man, I haven't been to basic yet. That's going to be on the back part of 2025. So this is just the process of, I felt like this was a great part to start the video. So yeah, man, why is it, we're going to jump into some of the reasons why I decided to go reserve. One of the reasons I decided to go reserve or just join a branch or any branch of military anyway, was because I wanted to step into something and sign up for something that was actually bigger than myself. I didn't have the opportunity to pledge or, do some of the things that you would get to do at a 4-year institution. And I felt like there was some things that I missed out on. And while I was still of age, I know this was something that I didn't want to miss out on, especially once I started diving into the benefits and what it is I could receive. And just knowing what it is I would get out of joining the armed forces. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to join, was just to be a part of something bigger than myself. I actually wrote some things down, so if you see me referring to the book, that's because I didn't want to just be all over with the video. So another reason why I decided to join Air Force Reserves, eligibility for the VA loan. Look, man, we know life is crazy. I myself, I'm not doing too bad in life, I like to think, but I can always be doing better, and as everyone else could as well. So I wanted to be able to give myself the opportunity to purchase a home or purchase a condo while utilizing the VA loan. If you don't know what that is, we're gonna sum it up. It's basically the ability to qualify for a loan that would allow you to not have to put any money down initially for the purchase of a home, condo, whatever. So I wanted to give myself the opportunity to qualify for that. Another reason why I decided to join the Air Force Reserves, I wanted to, I'm a real big people person. It's like I am, but I'm not. But I wanted to give myself the opportunity to network and connect with different people from different parts of the world. And travel opportunities in the process of networking and connecting. I think that's important. I think as a man, you should be out in the world connecting with people. I don't believe that you should be in the actual house, staying reserved and staying tucked away. I feel like that's how we build a better world. That's how we build better communities, by getting out, touching the people, and being exposed to rooms that we probably haven't been exposed to in our upbringing, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I wanted to give myself the opportunity to network and connect with more people. I wanted to use this as a building block for my future. Like I said, man, I personally believe right now I'm not doing bad at all in life. You know, God has been good to me. I've been good to me. I made the necessary investments within myself. I decided to build throughout my 20s. I'm 30 now, so I feel like that's going to be another video, qualifying for the Air Force in your 30s, because it's not always easy. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to use the reserves as a building block for my future. And a segue into that is the Montgomery GI Bill. Whether I decide to use it or whether I decide to actually have a family and then be able to pass that off to my kids, giving them the ability to actually be able to pay for school, I think is a pretty dope thing. So I wanted to give my kids the opportunity, or give my family the opportunity, to possibly do something like that, especially since I wasn't afforded that opportunity. Legacy, which is important because I feel like it's not touched on enough. If you one of them black kids that come from the ghettos of America, or even if you're not even a black kid, if you're a kid that comes from the ghettos of America, you are often exposed to a different side of society, where you have to go without, and you kind of got to struggle and kind of claw and fight your way up the totem pole in order to be viewed or just be looked at in a different type of light. I wanted to use this to build on family legacy. I'm one of the first people in my family to graduate any type of college, but I will be the first person in my family to have joined the United States Armed Forces. And I think that's pretty dope in itself, because it sets a precedence within the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's different means and ways to go about being successful, and I wanted to at least contribute somehow, some way to the family. And this is my way of going about that. So I wanted to do a legacy play, man. I think it was important for me to just go ahead and do it. Another reason why I joined the reserves was just because I wanted to test myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm called to be a person that I'm not yet. And I feel like this was a necessary challenge for me. I don't have to be, I don't have to be one of them guys who joined the Marines or, the Coast Guard. And respect to both parties too, you know what I'm saying? Respect to both branches of military. And thank you for your service. It's just one of those things where I felt like this was a good fit for me. It made sense for me to do. And then of course it don't help, man. Jody with a Y, I love that guy, man. He definitely had some type of influence of me joining the Air Force just in general. He was like the first person whose videos I kind of just studied and kind of just monitored and just started gauging my life and seeing how it is I can actually benefit from being in the reserve. So shout out to Jody with a Y. Shout out to Defender Joe too, because Defender Joe's videos be having me weak, and he definitely was another reason why I decided to go within the Air Force. It only made sense for me to go about doing it. I'm 30 and I'm already in shape for it. Like, obviously, you can always be better, but I'm a fitness trainer, so I know me just necessarily being in shape already, it only made sense for me to go ahead and utilize this while I still have the opportunity to. And then just being in the military in general kind of coincides with my natural personality traits. Being punctual, being responsible, being vocal. You know, these are things that I've always been. So it just aligned perfectly for me to go ahead and do. Another source of income. You know, you can never have enough sources of income. Like I said, I'm going reserve, so I'll basically be, we could look at this as like a part-time career as opposed to a part-time job. And I'm excited about that. Like, I'm excited to really start this process. I'm excited for everything. And just to be able to have the opportunity to earn extra money and it actually work within my benefit outside of the money, it's always a plus. Sign-on bonus. My sign-on bonus is smooth, and I know how that whole process works. Like, you don't initially get the sign up bonus all up front. So you get half of it after you complete your basic training year in your A school, and then the rest will be divided up, or will be sent out to you yearly. 10%. You'll receive 10% of it until the end of your first contract. So you'll get something up front, or you'll get something after you complete tech school and basic, and then after that, for every year you're within service, at the end of the year or beginning of the year, however the fiscal year works out, you'll receive 10% of your actual bonus. This is how it was explained to me. So check in on that. The process of joining has been interesting. MEPS was interesting. I feel like that might be a better video, or I feel like that might be a separate video. What all transpired at MEPS. I think I'll do that. I think I'll make another video in regards to that, because I plan on making this an actual series, man. I plan on checking in with you guys every month. Yes, I plan on checking in every month after UTAs, just explaining what it is I've done for that month in regards to UTAs. Yeah, so I want to kind of make this a series, a military branch series. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work on that, try to piece everything together. I know I just wanted to make this initial video to get the ball rolling, and, you know, kind of try to motivate and inspire anybody who's been thinking about joining the Air Force or just joining any form of military branch, man. I think you should go for it. The one thing I will say is there's a benefit when you join later in your life as opposed to when you join fresh out of high school. As a grown man, I feel like now I know what it is I'm getting myself into, and I also know why it is I'm getting myself into it. And I think that's important. So if you're older like me, take some time out to really figure out how this would kind of work within your life. See what the benefits are, see what the cons are, because there's going to come with some. And really just kind of weigh them out. And if you feel like the pros outweigh the cons, jump in the field, man. I look to keep you guys updated in regards to what it is I got going on. Like I said, man, join the reserves. You feel me? Definitely join the reserves. Definitely excited about it. And yeah, man, I might stack a video on top of this video. I might go ahead and just jump into why it is I joined, or no, not why it is I joined. I kind of gave those reasons, but I want to dive into MEPS. You know what? I'm not even gonna make that another video. I'm gonna give you guys a treat. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that content in this video. MEPS was interesting, man. Here's what you should expect at MEPS. Color vision test, just a standard eye test. hearing test. You're going to get blood work done. If you haven't taken the PICAT, you're going to actually take the ASVAB at MEPS. They do feed you. And it's not as bad of a process as it may seem, at least not for me. I went to MEPS in Columbus, so Columbus MEPS was awesome. So shout out to the Columbus MEPS team. Yeah, MEPS for me wasn't too bad. The only thing that was kind of weird, I ain't gonna say weird. Again, this is one of the benefits of joining when you're older. You know what to expect. So the physical examination processing in which you meet with the doctors behind closed doors and they examine you and, you know, they do the testing. You got to get naked. I was butt ass naked with socks on, doing duck walks, dragging balls. Crazy. Crazy. But it wasn't too bad. I'm not gonna say they examine your colon, but they kind of do. Have you turn around, bend over, spread your yams, pause. Give you a little, they look, make sure everything cool with you. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Examine your joints, make sure everything is kind of in working order. Yeah, man, it wasn't really too bad. Like I said, I took blood, or I got blood drawn. I got taped, height, weight check, make sure you are of standard. MEPS wasn't too bad. I can't sit here and give you a bad MEPS story. It's basically just a real thorough physical. For all of you guys who are wondering, it's a real thorough physical. When I was at MEPS, I did not take the ASVAB because I took the PICAT, and the score that I got on the PICAT was cool enough for me, because with that same score that I got on the PICAT, it translated into my ASVAB score. So the only thing I did when I went to MEPS was a registration test. Did the registration test, everything was everything. And then, yeah, man, everything ended up being cool. I qualified for every job that I wanted within the service, because my score wasn't bad at all. So I feel like in the next video, I'll probably kind of dive into what specific job I'm doing or I'm going for. But we'll say that for the next video. But yeah, man, if you are going to MEPS, expect to take the PICAT, or expect to take the ASVAB if you haven't already taken the PICAT. And yeah, it's not really too bad of a test. I don't think the test is hard at all. I do say you should study. I also feel like bare minimum score you should be aiming for to qualify and get great jobs, man. Aim for like a 50. Aim for like a 50. You don't want to limit yourself on the opportunities you can have within the service. So aim for like a 50 at least. That's what I would say, 50 or 60. That'll kind of open the door up and you'll have a lot more to choose from in regards to career opportunities. So aim towards a 50 or 60. Keep it realistic. I know a couple people who like, yeah, I got a 90 and I got this and I got that. And what's odd about that is they chose like these higher up jobs, or these jobs that have a prestigious name on paper, but then they absolutely hate the job that they're in. So when it comes to career opportunity and what it is you're aiming for, aim for something that you know naturally fits you. You know what I'm saying? That's my advice. Aim for something that naturally fits you. Don't aim for something because it sounds cool. If you're in it to have something translatable to civilian world, aim for that as well. Because if you do have an intention on getting out of the service, you still want to be able to use the education that you obtained while being in service and allow that to foster itself and allow it to give you an opportunity elsewhere outside of the service. So definitely aim for something that's translatable and something that you think you will enjoy doing. My advice. But yeah, aim for like a 50 or 60. You should be good. The jobs in that realm are pretty great jobs. I don't care what anybody else says. Those are pretty solid jobs. Anything from administration to logistics, TMO, they're pretty good opportunities within that. Obviously, the higher you get on the ASVAB or PICAT, the more opportunities you get. But I'm here to say, if you aim between a 50 and 60, the jobs that you get are going to be great jobs too. So don't let nobody else tell you different. And yeah, man, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think that's gonna be my intro to this military series. Keep you guys posted as far as what it is I got going on. Keep you guys updated on my UTAs. I'm gonna have to shave in a second. I'm gonna have to get that shaving profile, dog, because I get ingrowns with the beard. So I already know without it, it's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about that for real. And yeah, man, I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you again for checking in and locking in with the channel. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. Hopefully you're able to take something from this video, and we're gonna get this series rolling, man. Thank you.